Hello friends, it's lunchtime. What are you having for lunch? Let's make some Jamaican meatloaf. So let's start off with the filling. Into my skillet, I went in with some ground beef, and I'm going to use my spoon to break this up until it's nice and loose and everything is nice and brown. And if you have too much excess liquid at this point, you want to go ahead and drain. Then in with some fresh green seasoning, and I'm going to use my favorite spices. You could use whatever you like. I'm going in with some soy sauce, and I'm going to mix well to ensure that everything is incorporated nicely. In with a bit of water, and I'm going to cover and allow this to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to show you my thickener. I'll be using the Jamaican water crackers, but feel free to use some cornstarch, some breadcrumb, whatever you have. So I went ahead and ground that finely in my blender, and I'm going to stir that in, allow this to cook for an additional 10 to 15 minutes and allow everything to get nice and thick. I like my meat on the smoother side, not too smooth, so I went in with my blender and pureed this a little bit just to get the texture I'm looking for. And you want to allow that to cool completely. So for the dough, you want to go in with your yeast, your sugar, and some milk, warm milk of course, and allow the yeast to come to a nice proof. Then you're going to go ahead, add some eggs, melted butter, some flour, some salt, and a bit of baking powder, and mix until you achieve a nice soft dough. Now we're going to remove the dough from the mixing bowl, and feel free to do this by hand. If you don't have a mixer, you could do it by hand also. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring my dough together, put this in my bowl, my grease bowl, and allow this to double in size. This took roughly about 2 hours because it's a little bit chilly here. So you want to cover and allow it to double in size. Once it's doubled in size, you're going to go ahead and remove the air from the dough, and then you're going to start cut out your desired size and shape. Now you could customize this however you like, as big or as little as you like. So I went ahead, roll this out with my rolling pin, and then I'm going to use my trusty pot cover, of course. Use a nice big soup bowl if that's what you have, but hey, my pot cover works. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and add my cold meat filling. That way it won't ooze out when you are putting the filling in. You want everything to be nice and uniform, so make sure that dough is nice and cold and the meat filling is cold. You want to poke some oil in the top to vent, cover, and allow this to cool for another 20 minutes. Bake in your preheated oven of 300 degrees for about 20 minutes. And after that, you brush on some melted butter, and there you have it. Your meatloaf is ready. This was so good. Growing up, you would have one of these from Juicy Beef alongside a box drinks or a bag juice, and yeah, it would be so good. That's it, my beautiful people. Thanks for watching. Bye now.